This conference will now be recorded.
So from the beginning till date, whatever I have taught, if you are having any doubts, you can get it clarified as we have covered up with all the portion syllabus, whatever it was there, we have covered up. So as we discussed earlier, your exams will be conducted on March 6th. Date and the link will time and the link will be shared in the group so that you can get into the link and take your exams.
Ma'am,
So I told you, yes, ma.
in which format will we have exams and what is the weightage of each question? So how many marks are there?
MCQs, ma. MCQs it is. It will be multiple choice questions. 60 questions you will be having. So you need to choose the right answer.
Okay.
Ma'am, the number of questions will be 60, right?
Yeah, ma.
Okay, ma'am.
Is it online, ma'am?
Yeah, online only. The link will be shared to you so you can take
And
up with the exams. Timings they will let you know. In the group only they will let you
oh,
know. If
okay.
there is any further changes in the dates also they will tell. But for time being they have told that until unless you finish with your exams you will not be having. So once fourth you are finishing with the exam, then you will be having the tally exam that will be on March 6th. It is decided like that. Timings and all they have not told anything till now. So probably the same timings only it will be because you will be having your colleges, no? So any doubts related to tally? I told you people to try out with everything, what wherever you find it is did not understand or you missed out the class or anything. Okay, let me share with the notes one by one. We will just go through it. So if any doubts, please tell because now also you people are not ready to speak anything. So I don't know what should I consider whether you people have understood everything or nothing you have understood. So now I wanted to create a company. So how should I go and create a company?
Alt K, ma'am.
Okay, from here I'll just take some random company in order to get to Tally main screen. So from here I'll press Alt K and I'll go for create. Okay, which is that option? It will automatically selected when I take the other option. So when I select the state, automatically the country will get selected. And what's the shortcut key to save from any point?
Control A, ma'am.
Very good. Okay. So now what is this enable features as per your business need? What is the screen all about and why it is required?
It's about the company's features if you want to change any thing according to your entries.
According to my business, if I wanted to make any necessary changes, I'll be doing it from my company features. What is the difference between company features and configuration? What is difference between company features and company configuration? So company features means it will have an impact, whatever the changes that I'm doing it in the company features, it will have an impact on your overall company. Whatever you are doing, it will be making the changes. Company configuration, that is F12 configuration, it will have the impact only on the existing screen. So whichever screen you are opening related to that, you will be having the configuration. As and when required, you are going to make the necessary changes. Okay. So what is the shortcut key to activate the calculator? Open and close the calculator.
Control N, ma'am.
Control N to open and to Control N to close my calculator. Okay. So what are this masters, transaction and reports mean? Masters means what it shows. What is this create, alter, chart of accounts deals with?
Creating company or ledgers.
So creating necessary masters. So it is not related to any passing any transactions, any type of masters you need, like you wanted to create group, you wanted to create the ledgers, you wanted to create the voucher types, you wanted to create any type of inventory related details like stock item, unit, category, stock group, all those things. So masters, whatever we wanted to create, we'll be creating it using create option. Alter, the created masters, if I wanted to alter, I'll be using from gateway of tally, I'll go to alter. So chart of accounts, was this chart of accounts available in tally ERP9 previously, or is it been included in tally prime? So as per the customer's requirement, Tally Solutions company, they have added chart of accounts. Previously in ERP9, we did not had any such place where we can go and see the list of masters or anything related to the reports and all. We can go and see. There was no such places. So in this Tally Prime, they have included chart of accounts. Okay. So now if I wanted to go for list of companies, what is the shortcut key? I wanted to open the list of companies. What is the shortcut key for that? It is Alt F3. Alt F3, it will open up with the list of companies from which you can open the companies whichever you wanted to work on. Okay. So what is the difference between shut company and delete company?
That company will close the company from being used for the temporary purpose, and delete will delete it from us.
Okay. What is delete company means?
It will delete
Deleting the
all
company.
the that we have made. It will
Delete.
delete the entire company.
So it will delete the entire data of the company. Shut company means, for instance, coming out of the company accounts. So if I wanted to shut company, what is the shortcut key to shut the company? Now I have ABC communication and MCC communication. I wanted to shut ABC company. So what is the shortcut key that I'm going to use?
Control plus D.
Control F3. Control F3, it is going to take you to shut company. Whichever company you wanted to shut, you will select it and you'll close it. So I wanted to open up with the company. Okay, now if I wanted to delete a company, what is the procedure to delete a company? So now I wanted to delete this ABC communication. How should I delete it? So I'll go for Alt K. Here I have the option alter, enter. So which company I wanted to alter? It is ABC communication. So now from here I have, so it is a alteration screen. From here I should press one key in order to go for delete. What is that key which I'll be using to delete irrespective of anything?
Alt
Alt D.
Very good. Alt D. So as I press enter, why it is asking for reconfirmation?
Because we are deleting the entire data of the company.
We are deleting it, but there is nothing as such to reconfirm. No, there must be some reason why it is asking for reconfirmation, because
Because
nowhere
it's
we are
going
going to get the data back. We cannot retrieve the data once it is deleted. So delete means permanently delete the company. Okay. So now when we are talking about the groups, how many number of groups are there? What are groups? First thing, why do I need group? Whatever you have understood, tell, that's fine. If you make mistake also, never mind, I can understand. It was a long day, you are coming and attending the class, so never mind if you are giving any wrong answer or anything. If you don't know also, I will explain.
contains primary and subgroups, ma'am.
Primary and subgroups, what does it do? Is it used to pass the day to day transactions? What is required to pass day to day transaction?
Ma'am, is it the collection of ledgers?
Yes. So ledgers are required to pass day-to-day transaction. And when I'm creating the ledgers, I need to tell what are they to my business. So I should tell the nature of that ledger, what it is. Either they are my creditors, either they are my debtors, what are they, is it my indirect income, expenses, what it is. So when I'm creating the ledger, I should tell what group they belong to. Okay. So by default, how many number of groups are there? By default, how many number of groups are there?
28.
28.
Very good. 28 groups, out of which how many are primary and how many are subgroups?
15 are primary, 13 are subgroups.
Very good. So primary groups means which come independently. Subgroup means it comes under another one group which doesn't exist directly, are called as subgroups. Okay. So can I alter, delete this subgroups? Anything that is default, can I delete it?
No, ma'am.
Okay, let's try whether there is anything as such we cannot delete. Okay, I'll press Alt D. Default groups we cannot delete. So anything that is default we cannot delete. Okay. So there are almost 28 groups together it is listed out. So some groups come independently which are called as primary groups. Some groups comes under another group that are called as subgroups. Okay. So now how many default ledgers will be there? Default ledgers. How many default ledgers will be there?
2, ma'am.
Yes. Name them.
Cash and P&L account.
Very good. So why they have not kept any other ledgers? They could have created some, as we have multiple groups. So we have so many groups, 28 groups we have. Why they have not created the ledgers? Only two ledgers they have created by default.
Because every company needs cash and P&L account, not every other ledger.
So the other ledgers and all, it is not mandatory that everybody will be having in common. It will be different based on their business. So whatever as per your requirement, you have to create your ledgers. Okay. Then what else? So now I wanted to create currency. I wanted to create currency. So can you tell me few of the numbers like ASCII? So can you tell me what is this ASCII stands for? Excuse me, girls. Okay, what is this ASCII values means? What is that ASCII? ASCII stands for. So ASCII stands for American Standard for Coding and Information Interchangeable. ASCII, ASCII stands for American Standard for Coding and Information Interchangeable. So if I wanted to put the currencies, so I hope you people must have not made the note of it. So pound means alt 156. So I'll press alt, and to operate with alt you need to have the numeric pad in your system. In the laptop there is no numeric pad. Alt keys, currency symbols will not work. Alt 156. I should catch hold of alt. Once I type the numbers, I'll release, I'll get the symbol. Okay. So now how many types of licenses are there?
Two types, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, before that, so when I wanted to download Tally Prime in educational mode, which is the portal that I have to enter into? Because this questions and all, it will be coming in the exam. They will be asking these questions. Okay. So to which portal I need to log in into?
Tally Solutions.
Tallysolutions.com. So which is the latest version of Tally Prime? It is Tally Prime 2.1. Okay, that is the latest version. Now when I'm talking about the licensed version, how many types of licensed versions are available?
Gold, silver,
Okay, gold and silver. So in this, which one, what is gold and what is silver?
gold is for multi-user, silver is for single user.
Yes, so gold is one license multi-user, silver is one license one user. Okay, so what then when I am getting this one trial version or educational version free of cost, why should I go for the licensed version? Is there any differences between this trial version and the licensed version?
In education mode, we can only do for like 3 days, but for license version, we
Which
can do for the entire month.
okay, which are the three dates?
First,
First,
second,
second,
and
and
last.
34.
First, second, and 31st of any month we can do. Okay, so when I'm downloading the Tally Prime, in which file format it will be stored? When I'm downloading Tally Prime, in which file format will it get downloaded?
Executable.
It will be setup.exe. So there will be a question on this also, in which file format will Tally be downloaded? It will be setup.exe, where exe stands for executable file. Okay, and in which format it will be available? So whenever I'm creating any company or something, so when my data is getting stored under C drive, in which format it will be getting stored?
User public, ma'am.
User public only, ma. It will be in the file format of tbk 900. Okay, which I can see the folders, but when I open nothing, I can understand. It will be in the form of tbk 900 format. So if my company's unique code, for example, I have created MCC trading company, and the 5-digit unique code will be 10007. Okay, so that when I'm creating that company, it will be not identified by the company name, it will be identified by the Unicode, and in the folder it will be stored as tbk 900 underscore 10007. So how much ever companies you are creating, Tally will take out that Unicode number and it will keep that format under tbk 900, and it will be stored under that file format. Okay, so there will be a question on this one also, in which file format it will be downloaded, tbk 900. So if your company Unicode number is this one, so in which file format it will be stored, so tbk 900 underscore 10007, like that. So if I wanted to install Tally Prime in my system, how much bit installer should be there? There will be 16, 32 bit, like that, no? So in my system, I should have 64-bit installer. Then only I can install Tally Prime. If there is no 64-bit installer, means Tally Prime won't get downloaded. Even if it is a trial version also, your system should be having 64-bit installer. This all those questions you'll be getting it. So that is why I'm just explaining you about it. Okay. So then what else we had? Let's see, groups, subgroups. Okay, how many number of voucher types are there? How many number of voucher types altogether?
8.
Others? It is 24 voucher types we have. There will be a question on this also. How many number of voucher types are there? Okay. So there are 24 different types of vouchers. In that, it has been separated as accounting vouchers, 8 accounting vouchers we have, 8 inventory vouchers we have, non-accounting vouchers we have, and payroll vouchers we have. So like this, we have different types of vouchers. Okay. So what are vouchers? Voucher means what it is. So voucher are the proof or an evidence that shows that a particular transaction has taken place. So excuse me. So when we are talking about normal accounts, we will be maintaining it as a journal entry, and in Tally it will be called as voucher entry. So based on the document evidence, so hard copy evidence, we will be passing the transactions. That hard copies will be recorded for the manual accounts. Okay. So now which is that voucher which is basically used for the sake of bank transactions?
Contra voucher.
So contra voucher, what is the shortcut key for it?
Is it control 5, ma'am?
F4. F4 for contra voucher. So I'll press enter. So now I'll press F4. So contra voucher has come. Okay. So can contra voucher be passed in single entry, double entry? What is the single entry means and what is double entry means? What is single entry?
In single entry, we consider either debit or credit, ma'am. But in double entry system, both the credit and debit aspects are considered.
Yes, very good. So Single entry means any one aspect, either your debit or credit will be shown. When I'm talking about double entry, both the aspects, your debit and credit, both has to be shown. Okay. So now just press F5. So now I'm into which mode? You can see the screen payment voucher I have opened. So either it is in single entry or double entry. Now my
Single
screen
entry,
is
ma'am.
in
Double
single
entry,
entry,
ma'am.
or how it is
Double, ma'am.
double entry?
Debit and credit
How?
aspect there.
Because it is showing both debit and credit aspect. So now if I wanted to change the mode to single entry, what is the shortcut key?
Control H, ma'am.
So control H to toggle between the modes. So double entry, single entry. Now when I go to single entry, see it will show only particular amount. So either you will be entering only the debit aspect or you will be entering only the credit aspects. So which are the vouchers that I can pass in single entry and double entry? Which are the vouchers that I can pass in single entry and double entry mode? It will be payment, receipt, and contra. Only these three vouchers will be having the option to go for single entry and double entry. See now payment voucher, I'll press Control H. You have single entry, double entry. I'll come out. So I'll go for receipt voucher. What is the shortcut key for receipt voucher?
F6, ma'am.
F6. So now I'll press Control H from here. See single entry, double entry is there. I will come out. I'll press F4 for contra. I'll press Control H, single entry, double entry. So these are the three vouchers where we can pass. So we can pass single entry and double entry. And in your this one questions, they might have given this screenshot of the screen, and they might ask you now in which mode the screen is into. Either it is in single entry or double entry. Okay, so you should be able to identify the screen, what mode it is into. Okay, so why we use receipt voucher? What is the use of it?
When we receive the cash, ma'am.
So whenever there is a cash inflow into the business, that time I'll be using that. So payment vouchers, whenever there is a cash outflow, okay, that time I'll be using. So what is this journal voucher?
Other than purchase and sales, ma'am.
Other than purchase or sales or cash or bank? So when we were passing the entries, we were able to show the this one cash or bank in it. Did we do any transaction in journal voucher where we showed cash or bank? Except cash or
No,
bank, we
ma'am.
can pass all type of entries. Basically, what it is called as.
Adjustment
So
entries, ma'am.
yes, journal vouchers are called as adjustment vouchers. Any sort of adjustments or something has gone wrong, you wanted to correct it. When we are in the licensed version, we cannot go directly and delete something. Okay, if something has gone wrong, means I should adjust it using the journal voucher. Okay, so shortcut key for journal voucher is
F7.
F7. So so how many type of entries are possible in an voucher? There are two types. If I am having one single credit and one single debit. What type of voucher it is? One debit and one credit.
Simple entry.
Simple entry. So if it is multiple debit and multiple credits,
Compound entries.
compound entries. Okay, very good. So next we are coming for purchase. So purchase and sales. So purchase and sales. What are the types of purchase and sales that I can do?
Goods and services, ma'am.
No, no, ma, not goods and services. Purchase. So I can purchase by cash or bank. I can purchase on credit basis. So what is this credit basis means?
No immediate cash.
So no immediate payments or receipt will be done. So we'll take, now I am purchasing the item, I'll be paying the amount later. Okay. So when I have to track this type of transaction, how would I know how to track? And where and all can I apply this tracking? So I'm going to purchase voucher. What is the shortcut key for purchase voucher?
F9.
Very good. F9 for purchase voucher. Now tell me I'm into which mode? So how many types of modes are available for purchase and sales? So as we discussed in payment receipt and contra, there are two voucher types, that is single and double entry. In purchase and sales,
3, ma'am.
what are those?
Item invoice, accounting invoice, and as voucher.
Very good. So now my screen, if you can see the screen means tell me into which mode I am into.
Items invoice, ma'am.
Item invoice. So here you can see name of item, quantity, rate and amount. So to toggle between the modes, what is the shortcut key?
Control H.
Control H. I'll go for accounting invoice. So when I'll be using this accounting invoice? So whenever I am purchasing or selling services, I'm purchasing any service or I'm selling any service, that time I'll be using accounting invoice. Okay. See, it is only particulars, rate and amount. So now when I'll be using has voucher? When I'll be using has voucher? So whenever there is a credit transaction, irrespective of purchase or sales, I'll be recording it under as voucher mode. Okay. Item invoice, it's related to the stock. Accounting invoice, it is related to the service. Purchase and sales of services, I'll be using accounting invoice. As voucher, irrespective of purchase or sales, if it is happening on credit basis, then I'll be recording it under as voucher. Okay. So what is the shortcut key in order to create anything from the voucher? So from here I wanted to create something. What is the shortcut key?
Alt C, ma'am.
Alt C. Very good. So Alt C I'll be using in order to create anything, irrespective of any masters I wanted to create, I'll be using Alt C. If I wanted to alter the one, so for example, I have Gerald and company over here. So I wanted to alter it. How should I alter?
Control Enter, ma'am.
From where?
Control enter.
Control enter only, ma. From where? I am into credit now. So I should take my cursor back to Gerard. From there, I should press Control Enter. So it will take me to the alteration mode. So whatever the necessary changes I wanted to make, I can make it. So in this ledger creation or this one ledger details, what is that? That is going to show that a particular transaction is kept for track, where the tracking is happening. Which point shows that a particular tracking will be happening. Now, if you can see my screen, tell me in this, which is the thing that is going to keep a track of that transaction.
Maintain balances bill by bill.
Yes, very good. Maintain balance bill by bill. That is nothing but bill wise details. So where and all I'll be activating this maintain balance bill by bill. Rent payable, interest received, or commission paid, or what type of ledger will be having this bill wise details activated. Only two types, girls. If it is my debtor and creditor, because there that is the two places where I have to keep a track. So other things, it is not mandatory. If you wanted to keep a track, you can keep a track, but mandatorily you have to keep a track means that will be on your creditor and on your debtor, because those are the people who will be doing the credit transaction in your business, isn't it? So when I'm doing the credit transaction with anyone, I should keep a track of it. Whenever they are purchasing or whenever I'm selling the goods and all, so that time I have to keep the track of it. So how many types of bill types are there? Bill wise details, if I'm talking about, how many types are there? How many types of bills are there? When I'm passing a transaction, I need to choose which type of bill it is.
Is it 4, ma'am?
Yes, very good. If you people can name them, what are those?
New reference, against reference,
Very good.
on account,
Yes. And advance bill. See here, can you see? Advance against new reference on account. So what are these bills used for basically? What does this new reference means?
New credit transaction.
So initially when the transaction is taking place, when a credit transaction is taking place, I'll be recording it under new reference. Then what is this advance bill means? What does this advance bill means? So whenever I'm making some advance amount payment, so I am purchasing a computer. So before purchasing, I'll make some initial payment like 2000, 5000, something I'll pay, and the remaining amount I'll be paying it when I'm collecting the item. So any amount that is paid in advance, it should be recorded under advance bill. So what is this against reference?
Making the payment.
So whenever the pending bills are getting cleared, irrespective of payment or receipt, if it is getting cleared, I'll be using against reference. On account, on account, On account. On account means spot payment. I am purchasing or selling, immediately I am going to clear that amount. That time I'll be using on account bills. Okay. So now if I wanted to check the vouchers, whatever I have passed, from which place I should go and check, irrespective of any
Chart
vouchers?
of accounts.
Chart of accounts is for voucher transaction entries. I should check from there. Now whatever the vouchers I have
Display more
passed, I should display more reports. Okay. From there,
day book.
it is daybook is a place from where I can see all my transactions. So what is the shortcut key to check the period, to enter the period? So date, what is the shortcut key?
F2.
So if I wanted to go for the
F2.
period, alt F2. Alt F2, I'll give the entire period 142 31 3. So now I wanted to check only my uh, payment voucher. So from my day book, I wanted to see only my payment voucher. How should I go? This voucher report, I wanted to check from my day book. I wanted to check my payment voucher. What is the shortcut key that I should press in order to select only one particular voucher? F4. F4 I'll press. So here it will show the list of vouchers. I'll go for payment, enter. Only my payment and vouchers will be listed out. Okay. So now if I wanted to check for any one particular type of thing, ledger report. Tell me how should I go and check? Like I have interest received. Interest received is there. So how should I check that particular ledger? So I'll come to
Display.
gateway of Tally. From gateway of Tally, I'll go to display more reports, accounts book, ledger. So select whichever type of ledger you wanted to check. So interest received. So from here, I'll press Alt F2 and I'll give the entire financial year, as I don't know which and all months I have passed. Done. So let's get into GST a little bit, because I think somebody had asked the doubt. 13th I had not attended, so I wanted to have a brief about it. Okay. So what is GST? GST stands for
Goods and
Goods
service
and
tax.
service tax.
Goods and Service Tax. So when it was introduced?
2017.
1st of July 2017. What type of tax it is? Is it a direct tax or an indirect tax?
Indirect tax.
So indirect tax means, if you can explain me what it is.
Tax is not paid directly by the consumer.
Yeah, it is an indirect way of collecting the tax from your customer and paying it to the government. So here a third party involvement will be there. Direct tax means anything that you are paying directly from your pocket to the government, that will be the direct tax. Example for it is income tax. And when I'm talking about indirect tax, there are different types of taxes. Before, previously, we had different types of taxes, and now GST has got subsumed with all those types of major taxes. Previously, what we had, like VAT, service tax, and central excise duty, and luxury tax, entertainment tax, CST, all those things, major taxes, everything, it got subsumed, and now it is called as GST. So what is the slogan that they tell for GST? One nation,
One
one
nation,
tax.
one tax.
Why? Because whatever you purchase in India, wherever you go and purchase, the tax will remain same. Before GST, there was each and every state was having their own way of tax system. Like if I am into a metro city, I'm going to charge, the tax rate will be high. If it is not so very well established state or district, so there it will be, tax rate will be very less. So there was so much of discrimination, which GST got replaced, and now whatever the tax it is, either you purchase anything in the metro city or from an ordinary place, both the places GST is going to remain same. Okay. So GST can be classified into two. First one is intrastate and another one is interstate. What does this intrastate mean?
Within the state.
So that the transaction which happens within a state. For example, within Karnataka, if I am doing any transactions, then it will be called as intrastate. Interstate means when the transaction are happening from one state to another state. So here, when I'm talking about intrastate, there will be two types of taxes applied: CGST and SGST. So what is the CGST stands for, and what is this SGST stands for?
Central goods and service tax, states goods and service tax.
So what is this in interstate? I am collecting only IGST. What is this IGST stands for?
Integrated goods and service tax.
So integrated goods and service tax means nothing but combination of CGST and SGST. So when I am collecting CGST and SGST, there also, why is this differences? Why in intrastate I'll collect it separately, and in interstate I will integrate it, I'll combine it together, and I'll collect it as an integrated tax? You should understand that
In
reason, no?
intrastate,
Because
state will collect.
yes. So intrastate, the state government will take their portion first, and then they will remit the other half. Like 18% means 9% CGST will be there, 9% SGST will be there. So in intrastate, the state government is going to collect the tax first. They will take their portion, and then they will send the other half to the central government. In interstate IGST, the tax is collected directly by the central government. They will take their portion, and then they will give the other half to the state government. Only receiving and paying, it comes front and back. That's it. Okay. So that is what it is. What is this UTGST?
Union territory goods and service tax.
So union territory goods and service tax. Any transactions if I am doing to the union territories, with the union territories, then I'll be applying UTGST. So is this UTGST getting into again CGST and SGST?
No, ma'am.
Why?
Because it's managed by central government.
Yes, it is ruled by the government, and it comes directly under the central government. So there is no such CGST and SGST and all.
Ma'am, we can't hear you.